Hello students. In previous session, we learnt about the closure property with respect to rational numbers. We've also discussed the closure property with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So closure property holds good for rational numbers with respect to addition, subtraction and multiplication. Whereas if we talk about the closure property of rational numbers with respect to division, it do not holds good, because we consider this example: 1 is a rational number and 0 is also a rational number. If we divide 1 by 0, that is we get 1 by 0, a fraction whose value is not defined. Hence we state that the property of rational numbers is not closed under the operation division, or division operation do not holds good the closure property for the rational numbers. The next topic, or the next property of rational numbers, what we're going to study is the commutative property. Under commutative property of rational numbers, let us consider commutative property of rational numbers with respect to addition. Let us consider this example. We have minus 2 by 3, a rational number, and 5 by 7, one more rational number. If you add minus 2 by 3 and 5 by 7, we get the answer 1 by 21. And if we were to add 5 by 7 and minus 2 by 3, we again get the same answer, 1 by 21. Let us consider one more example. Minus 6 by 5, a rational number. Minus 8 by 3, one more rational number. If you add minus 6 by 5 plus minus 8 by 3, we get the answer minus 55 by 15. But if you were to add minus 8 by 3 plus minus 6 by 5, we get the same answer, minus 58 by 15. So here we considered two rational numbers, say A and B. A plus B will give us the answer C, which is again a rational number. Or if you add B plus A, it will again give us C, which is again a rational number. So from this it can be stated that the property of rational numbers with respect to commutative, that is addition, is holds good. I repeat the point. You will find that two rational numbers, say A and B, will give the result C, which is again a rational numbers. So A plus B will be equals to B plus A. Hence we state that the rational numbers for addition are commutative. Next, let us consider subtraction of rational numbers. Say we have two rational numbers, 2 by 3 and 5 by 4. If we subtract 2 by 3 from 5 by 4, that is 2 by 3 minus 5 by 4, we get the answer minus 7 by 12. Whereas if we subtract 5 by 4 minus 2 by 3, we get the answer 7 by 12. By subtracting two rational numbers, that is A minus B will not be equals to B minus A. So subtraction will not be commutative for rational numbers. Next property, multiplication of rational numbers. Let us consider two rational numbers, minus 7 by 3 and 6 by 5. If you multiply minus 7 by 3 into 6 by 5, we get the answer minus 42 by 15. Similarly, if we multiply 6 by 5 into minus 7 by 3, we get the same answer, minus 42 by 15. So you'll find that multiplication is commutative for rational numbers, or in general, A into B is equals to B into A, where A and B both are rational numbers. So for any two rational numbers, A and B, you will find that multiplication is commutative. Now let us consider division of rational numbers. Again, we will consider two rational numbers, minus 5 by 4 and 3 by 7. If we solve minus 5 by 4 divided by 3 by 7, we get the answer minus 35 by 12. But if we solve 3 by 7 divided by minus 5 by 4, we get the answer minus 12 by 35. I repeat, if we solve minus 5 by 4 divided by 3 by 7, we get the answer minus 35 by 12. Whereas if we solve 3 by 7 divided by minus 5 by 4, we get the answer minus 12 by 35. You will find that expression on both sides are not equal. So for this reason, we state that division is not commutative for rational numbers. So for any two given rational numbers, A and B, addition is commutative, subtraction is not commutative, multiplication is commutative, and division is not commutative. I repeat, for any two given rational numbers, A and B, addition is commutative, subtraction is not commutative, multiplication is commutative, whereas division is not commutative. So for any two given rational numbers, A and B, addition is commutative, subtraction is not commutative, multiplication is commutative, and division is not commutative. Next property we will study is associative property for rational numbers. First, let us consider associative property for rational numbers under addition. Say we have three rational numbers, A, B and C. A is equals to minus 2 by 3, B is equals to 3 by 5 and C is equals to minus 5 by 6. First, let us solve the addition of A and B and C as follows. Minus 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5 plus minus 5 by 6. Initially, in first step, let us solve for B plus C first. Then we get the answer minus 2 by 3 plus minus 7 by 30. If we solve for minus 2 by 3 plus minus 7 by 30, we get the answer minus 27 by 30. Further solving this, the final answer will be minus 9 by 10. If we solve the same rational numbers addition by minus 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5 plus minus 5 by 6, by first solving minus 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5, we get the answer minus 1 by 15. When this minus 1 by 15 is again added to minus 5 by 6, we get the answer minus 27 by 30. So the final answer will be minus 9 by 10. As you can see, if we solve it as B plus C plus A or A plus B plus C, the final answer we get in both the cases will be same. Hence, for this, we say that the associative property for rational numbers under addition holds good. That is, for any three rational numbers, say A, B, C, A plus B plus C will be equals to A plus B plus C. Hence, it can be stated that addition is associative for rational numbers. Now let us consider subtraction of rational numbers. Say we have three rational numbers, minus 2 by 3, minus 4 by 5 and 1 by 2. That is, A is equals to minus 2 by 3, B is equals to minus 4 by 5, and C is equals to 1 by 2. If we subtract A minus B minus C, we get the answer minus 7 by 6. Whereas, if we subtract A minus B minus C, we get the answer 15 by 6. That is, LHS will be equals to 15 by 6, whereas RHS will be equals to minus 7 by 6. LHS is not equals to RHS. Hence, we state that subtraction is not associative for rational numbers. Next property, multiplication. Again, let us consider three rational numbers: minus 7 by 3, 5 by 4, and 2 by 9. Let A is equals to minus 7 by 3, B is equals to 5 by 4, and C is equals to 2 by 9. These numbers can be multiplied in two ways. One is A into B into C, or one more, A into B into C. That is, first we multiply B into C, then multiply with the A, or you can multiply A into B and multiply with C. Either ways, if you multiply minus 7 by 3 into 5 by 4 into 2 by 9, we'll get the answer as minus 35 by 54. So from this, it can be stated that multiplication is associative for rational numbers. That is, for any three rational numbers, A, B and C, A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. Next property, division. That is, we're going to learn whether division is associative with respect to rational numbers. Now let us consider three rational numbers: 1 by 2, minus 1 by 3, and 2 by 5. It can be divided in two ways: A divided by B divided by C, first method, or it can also be A divided by B divided by C. Here, LHS will not be equals to RHS, which states that division is not associative. Next topic, the role of 1. Now let us consider whole number 1. 5 into 1 will give us the value 5. That will be in turn equals to 1 into 5. That is, 5 into 1 is equals to 5. 1 into 5 is also equals to 5. Now let us consider a rational number. Minus 2 by 7 into 1 will be minus 2 by 7, or 1 into minus 2 by 7 will again be equals to minus 2 by 7. Let us consider one more example, 3 by 8, which is a rational number. 3 by 8 into 1 is equals to 3 by 8, or 1 into 3 by 8 will be equals to 3 by 8 again. From this, you will find that when you multiply any rational number with the number 1, you get back the same rational number as the product. So from this, it can be stated that for any rational number, say small a into 1 is equals to 1 into a is equals to a. So from this, it can be stated that 1 is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. So 0 was addition for rational numbers, whereas 1 will be the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. Next topic, the role of 0. Let us consider examples seen on the screen. 2 plus 0 or 0 plus 2 will be equals to 2. minus 5 plus 0 or 0 plus 5 will be equals to minus 5. Similarly, if we consider a rational number minus 2 by 7 plus 0 or 0 plus minus 2 by 7 will be equals to minus 2 by 7. If you consider a whole number, an integer or a rational number, that is if you add a plus 0, b plus 0 or c plus 0, the answer will be a, b, c respectively. Hence 0 is called the identity for addition of rational numbers. So it is the additive identity for integers and whole numbers as well. So whenever you add a rational number c to 0, you will get back the same rational number. Next topic of discussion will be negative of a number. While studying integers, we've learned that 1 will be a positive number, minus 1 a negative number, 2 positive number, minus 2 negative number. If we were to 2 and minus 2, that is 2 plus of minus 2 will be equal to 0. Now we see that 2 is the negative or additive inverse of minus 2, or minus 2 is negative or additive inverse of plus 2. In general, for an integers a, we have a plus of minus a or minus a of plus a will be equal to 0. So a is the negative of minus a or minus a is negative of a. In case of rational numbers, let us consider the example 2 by 3. So the negative or additive inverse of 2 by 3 will be minus 2 by 3. So that when you add these both numbers 2 by 3 and minus 2 by 3, you will get the answer as 0. So when you add two numbers, if you get the answer as 0, that is a and minus a will be the negative of minus a or minus a will be the negative of